Hey friends, it's Shauna from glittergivesomemore.com. I'm taking a quick break from glitter videos to show you how we did this 20-ounce straight sublimation tumbler. The blank tumbler is on glittergivesomemore.com and the file we're using is straight off of Etsy. I'll link that in the video description. So I did just print the file off as it was downloaded. I didn't resize it. I didn't even look at the sizing. I literally just opened it and hit print. And I print it from my sublimation tumbler. Nope, sublimation printer. So I'm starting by cutting off all of the white edges because I know I won't need those. And then I'm going to go through and cut as much of that overlap off on the edge as I can. And this is a little bit tedious because I do it little by little, just to make sure I get it as close to even as possible. I have also found, me personally, I know everybody does things differently, and that's okay. For me personally, as far as the height goes, I don't like to wrap them over or under the top edge or the bottom edge. I like it to fit flush against the top and then have a little bit of a white at the bottom. I've just found that for me it creates fewer little white spots where the paper didn't hit the tumbler perfectly. But everybody has their own way that works for them. This is just what I have found to be the most successful for me. So as I'm wrapping my tumbler, I'm using my top edge as my guide, and I am using the table to make sure it's even. And then I'll start by taping using heat tape across so that I can pull it tight onto my tumbler. And I do 3 pieces of tape, pulling from one side to the other to make sure it's nice and tight. And then I'll go through and I'll line the seam up and down and use my nail to press that tape into the seam, making sure everything sits nice, tight, flat, even, Steven. I'm double checking my edges. And I do use, I'm sorry, my words are never easy. I do use the shrink wrap bags, and I can link those in the video description as well. I use my heat gun to make it nice and smooth, and I'm putting it in my convection oven. I do have it set for 400, but mine runs a little cool. So my internal thermometer says 350. I do 6 minutes at 350 to 360. I turn at the 3-minute mark. I know a lot of people take that rack out and have them sit up and down. Totally fine. I have had no issues using the rack and just laying them flat. So once the 6 minutes are up, I start by trying to cut. These scissors are the worst. I'm cutting the top of the shrink wrap to pull that off before it cools. I don't want it sticking to my cup, and I've noticed for me personally, if it cools on the cup too much, sometimes I have a harder time getting it off the metal in the areas where it touches bare metal. And I also, when I'm cutting into the plastic, I go at the top. When you get the tumblers out of the oven, the coating on them can be rather soft. So I mean, you don't want to risk scratching the design. It hardens back up and it's perfect afterwards, but straight out of the oven, it can be, you want to just be a little bit careful with it. So that's it. I check my seams to make sure there's no white spots at the top or the bottom. And that is the finished design. If you have any questions, let me know. Once again, the file is off of Etsy. That'll be linked in the video description, and the blank tumbler is from Glitter Give Some More. Thanks so much, guys. Have a great day.